all the world's economies are falling apart. It took us 20 years to fully understand all the wisdom behind the Matrix movies. We are born into Ponzi, slavery debt-based system, where we are supposed to forget all creativity, personal identities. They are creating perfect consumer society, and meanwhile destroying the whole planet. But it is time to start waking up, my fellow citizens 1 and 2, and put up on resistance. Resistance is a state of mind, the way we choose to live our lives, spreading this thought and waking up more people to help us fight against machines of the system. This concept of Matrix metaphor became a viral description of our system as people with powerful voices started to wake up. But there was one publication which I found on the dark web which was published 11 years ago which fully described our future and the society we live in. I cannot openly share this publication. This publication became the holy grail of the dark web. It was taken down from all the internet, and I was able to put together scattered pieces to find out how to fight the Matrix according to the anonymous author. This book fully describes how to completely disappear, how to create new identities, how to be untraceable in the physical and virtual world. It is something like knowledge for secret agents. As funny as it may sound, we have to start living by these rules, because our souls have been sold to the highest bidders like corporations and governments. We have been given food and shelter in exchange for our souls. United to build that golden age year by year, where we are supposed to forget all human values. I don't say that you have to disappear, but there are rules which any average person can follow to work his way out of the slave, materialistic society and experience true freedom of time and location. If you are here, you are probably smart enough to understand that something is not quite right, and want to do something about it. Do not worry, there are more others like you.
Apes together.
Access granted.
Now surrounded and anonymous will put an end to your dictatorship, and your own people will remove you from power regardless of how powerful you think you are. We are anonymous. We are Legion. Expect us.
Now you see, when your identity is defined by society, you cannot resist it. You don't have the knowledge, you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the resources to understand that something's being put over on you. You cannot but help believe the definition of you as a free agent. But you believe yourself to be a free agent as a result of not being free. That is to say, of being hopelessly unable to resist society's identification of you.
Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know? And nobody seems to notice, nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
You are truly exceptional. Autodale needs more children like you. So smart and so pretty.